some things. Twitch.tv/Morgan. Alright, title's already right. Awesome. Got there. Perfect. Alright. Cool. We're gonna get started. I should probably post about this on Twitter. Maybe. I hope this is archived. Omni! Hi! Yeah. This is mostly because I hadn't streamed in a while. So, welcome. I should probably figure out whether or not I have draft stuff. Ooh, I have packs. Do I have tickets though? Not really. Part of the water veil is worth like 2 tickets, which is weird. Hey, LFB, welcome. Yeah, I haven't streamed in ages. I had a bit of free time tonight. I actually just stated that for realsies. Painful Truth, this is worth money, right? Foil Sunken Hollow is worth something. Anything else worth anything in this pile of draft garbage? Probably not. I'm gonna go ahead and guess. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, I haven't streamed since the last time I was celebrating my, like, what was it, 500 subs on YouTube? So, we're gonna see how long we can go. I've got a 6-pack of these bad boys, Coke Zeros, and no bedtime. Are you getting ready for Legendary Cube? Yes, I am readying myself to pick all of the lands, which I would have done anyway, but why are you not opening? Auto, please. Yeah, I'm sure she is. Cisse is pretty sweet. Okay. Drinking out of a glass. Probably, I don't know. Hey Waffle, welcome. Nice seeing you last weekend. Or, I mean, like, 2 days ago. Let's get into Swiss. Is it legendary permanent? I don't even know. Alright, we're in the queue. Let's go. Yeah, New Mod's draft deck was sweet. I did watch some of that. There's a lot of red spells in this pack. Sisse gets a legendary card. Literal legendary card. Ridiculous. Cut blue? Just take the Coral Home Guide? Yeah, no. I'd rather take the Gideon's Reproach or the Despoiler. Draft Gisada. You're still in Atlanta? Oh no! Yeah, so my friend, fun story, was super pissed about the service, so most of dinner was me being like, so, this service is pretty bad, huh? It was super fun. Forerunner Fire Mantle? Oops. Picked a black-red aggro card! Guess we're going deep. Uh-huh. Oh my goodness. This pack, though, unfortunately, we can't really, like, cut black easily. Sada, please. Grip? You think grip? Yeah, that's fair. Grip is pretty good. Grip over path. Ruined. Yeah. So, and like that waitress was like avoiding us super hard too. Probably because she knew that my friend was super pissed. And yeah, it was a good time. It was really good. Since when do I stream? I stream since July of 2014 for your information. Also fits the Devoid archetype better. Yeah, that's fair. Alright, we're taking Grip of Desolation. That card is super good. It kills... It usually kills 2 creatures in this format. So there's Touch of the Void and Bane of Balaged, both of which are really good. By the way, for those of you who aren't aware, I do, videos for GatheringMagic.com. Check it out this weekend. What did the person take? Yeah. Spawning Bed is an uncommon. That's correct. Like, Touch of the Void is good. Bane of Balaged is, like, really good, though. Since it doesn't cost 7. That's fair. Like, the thing about Bane of Balaged, though, is it's playable in the Grip of Desolation deck regardless. Also, it's really good in the Hedron Archive deck. Bane, yeah, that's what I was thinking, Random Walker, like, just now. I was like, Bane with haste! Yes, please. This is awkward. Bane is, yeah. Bane is super strong. And I'm gonna pick the Bane because I'm not, like, committed to red yet. Yeah. Especially if you, oh my god. If you play this on turn 5, it's just insane. Yeah, watching me and Doc at the same time is probably, like, a great highlight. And, like, the problem with that is I don't play 8-4s when I stream because I want to be able to get a full draft's worth of content out of it, even if I'm bad at it for some reason. Like, I take a Bane of Balaged or a Forerunner of Slaughter first pick. But fixing also value. Yeah, Waffle, it really is. You have to mod 2 channels at once. Yeah, Omni's the bro who mods my channel and also Doc's. And by bro, I mean pal. Double queued for modding. If I get bored, we might double queue, just saying. Yeah, taking this Moldering Marsh for value. Otherwise, in that pack, I would have taken the Incubator Drone. This deck is open! Breaker of Armies is also pretty sweet. Vestige of Emrakul is fine in the red decks. McKitty Slide Runner is great, but not better than Forerunner of Slaughter. I'm really glad you guys can't see my desk, or most of my room. You can't see my fish. Oh, and he's just hanging out. You guys, means he likes you. My top end is kind of done, yeah. That's actually interesting. An interesting thing about the red black decks is that I feel like a lot of the time they don't have the top end, but in this deck we do, and yeah. Well, I mean, it's hiding now, so obviously it can't see you, but ooh. So I played black-red aggro on my last Gathering Magic video, and it was sweet. I got a lot of flack for not taking turn against, so I'm going to take that over Valakut Predator and see where it takes us. Yeah, it is pretty slow, but like the thing about it is you can also like just play a Hedron Archive and play a Bane Valakut on turn 5. It's crazy. I read comments. Yeah. Only occasionally and only because I'm super vain. I'm gonna take the adverse conditions here. It goes well in the Devoid deck, and it's better than most of the cards in the pack, other than Beastmaster. Like, part of it was because I was trying something new in my last Gathering Magic video where I did a Crack-a-Pack, and because my opponent basically gave us the bye in the last round. So, my YouTube commenters are great. I love you guys. Like, that's the thing, though. Usually, it's not, like, I got the weird ones out of the way or something. Interesting pick here. There's a Dominator Drone and also a Sludge Crawler. I think Sludge Crawler is a little bit stronger because it is a 1-drop, and this deck wants 1-drops. Sludge Crawler has the unique ability among the 1-drops of this set. Not very unique. I'm trying to think if there's a blue 1-drop. Can't remember. But like, hey Eric, what's up? Sludge Crawler is in fact amazingly strong, can confirm. I'll take the Fortified Rampart, I guess. Yeah! Wield the Dominator Drone, let's go! 3-2s for days. Yeah, so Cliffside Lookout it scales with the game as well, but it scales a little bit differently. Oh yeah. So that one has a 1-drop that doesn't really scale as well. But seriously though, YouTube sent me here? Alright, thanks Dry Red Knot. Thanks for coming. Fallout hype. I also get to watch some good Magic. Alright. Yeah, but I was actually super happy when I went into my YouTube channel and found that like people were super supportive and people were super nice, and like they weren't afraid to point out the dumb shit I did, but like they weren't rude or anything. So yeah, pleasantly surprised. I was also pleasantly surprised because I expected more comments relating to my gender, which didn't happen. What? Skyline Cascade? That card is playable. Yeah, they are pretty lovely people. I managed to find myself in a great community, so cheers. Rays of sunshine on a cloudy day, indeed. I really missed streaming. I think you are. You're not giving yourself enough credit. Yes, Omni, you definitely are. If I'm bigger, I'll gain more assholes. I could take a second Bane of Balaged. Or I could take a Vestige of Emrakul. I definitely want a Bane of Balaged more than I want a Vestige of Emrakul, even though it's kind of like a weird thing to have two of. No, I understand. Yeah. Woo! Oh, yeah. Top end, heavy, sweet, red, black deck. Let's go. Let's go. I need one of those, bells. I can just go ding. Yikes. Who passes that? Somebody who's not playing red. Which is weird. They really should be. Oh! Plug time. Follow me on Twitter at MTGValkyrie. Follow me on Twitch. Right here. And subscribe to my YouTube channel. youtube.com/MTGValkyrie channel. I'd really appreciate it. Waffle. Red Green has where'd it go? Well, it's not one in here. I'm not taking the Desolation Twin. I already have plenty of top end. I'm gonna take the Grave Birthing. Rune Processor's fine. Retreat Dagger's fine. Swarm Surge is fine. But I'd really like the cantrip. Yeah, we're just gonna take this. Like, Grave Birthing is actually sort of ramped because it does make an Eldrazi Scion, but it does have Hedron Archive and Kozilek's Channeler. Swarm Surge might be nice as a one-of, that's true. However, I like to have the base of my deck filled out a little bit more before I take Swarm Surge over a card like Grave Birthing. Yeah. Excuse me. Dragon Master was a mythic in his last set, too. So, the pick here is definitely Nettle Drone. I would consider Slide Runner or Zulaput Cutthroat if it weren't in the pack. I would even consider Benthic Infiltrator, but Dragon Master. World Wake is $8. Battle for Zendikar is $1. Yeah, so it's not like a money mythic. Nettle Drone. Yeah, we're definitely taking the Nettle Drone. For sure. I should get back into Pauper. Like, people are doing that. I should jump on that bandwagon, especially since it costs like $40. I'll do it if Mono Blue is still good. What? What? I think it's the second grip here. I've never passed a coastal discovery in my life. Delver's still good. Yes. Oh, what? Mono black control is still 12.5% of the metagame? Ooh, blue black teachings. Yeah, I'm building a pauper deck. That's... Take the pack, pretend it's sealed. Alright, cool. Another 1-drop. Fantastic. Especially since we have 2 6s, 2 7s, and an X spell. Yeah, Pauper is just commons. Mono Black Control is the deck that I used to play back in the day when I played Pauper. Let's see. The most expensive card in here is Kumaj Witches. I used to have a playset. I don't think I have any more. Deck's sweet though. And it's like $30. Yeah, that's not bad. I do really like Delver though. Like, it's only 60. Yeah, the problem with me is Rancor is common. Yeah, I used to play Enchantress too, but one of my problems is that I will... Ooh, Stone Fury. Stone Fury is a nice removal spell in the red-black aggro deck because, like, you will get to 5 mana and Stone Fury just kills stuff. Well, yeah, I'm gonna cut the Voracious Null. Like, I know what I'm doing, but... Oh man, snaps are up to $20 again. Hydroblasts are hella expensive. Like, this deck costs $59, and that's on Moto. Here I'm gonna pick up the Myers Malice. Myers Malice is yeah, Myers Malice is a pretty sweet card. It's probably a 4, but if I draw it late, it can be a good one. RG Heroic Fight Club. Yeah, that'd be sweet. Boiling Earth could be main deck. It really could. I'm okay with playing a lot of Awaken cards main deck. Although we have enough top end that I'd rather not play a lot of the just random Awaken cards main deck. Yeah. I'm not gonna play the Narcana Assassin anyway, and I'd rather just cut the... Yeah, but check out this deck. It's really sweet. It plays Gush, you guys. Gush is a busted card. While I was away from Magic, well, not Magic, but it's like streaming and content, I played a lot of Vintage, and oh my gosh, Gush is amazing. Can we just play... Oh, I want to play Vintage now. One of my favorite podcasts to listen to is... Top Level Podcast with Patrick Chapin and Michael Flores, and also, if you haven't listened to it, they're awesome, they're sweet, it's pretty funny. Oh, yeah, you're exactly right, Annie Kurtz. Is there a good green pauper deck? Let me show you. It's called Stompy. It plays Nettle Sentinel, so you know it's good. It also plays like Skargan Pitskulk and Rancor, and it also plays a Bone Splinter, and also Hunger of the Howl Pack. This is why Pauper is pretty sweet. Nest Invader, Silhana Levitchwalker, Shannon of Life's Roar. Ooh, we wield a Rune Processor. I'd consider playing that over one of my Bane of Balagads, actually. Like, especially since we have the Grips of Desolation. pretty happy picking up a Colostria Nightwatch here, actually. This card is pretty solid in the black-red decks. Just because it's huge. There's also, like, a green-ish Tron, but I think the Tron deck just plays all of the colors. Yeah, it's Rugtron. And the reason for that is because there's a lot of just, like, good spells. Its win condition is Rolling Thunder. What? Like, it wasn't the best card in that pack, but... Hi, BLMLM4L. Nice to talk to you earlier today. And, yeah, here's me. Tron also plays Muldrifter. Also, it's really easy for Tron to play multiple colors. So, is black open? Yeah. Little bit. This deck actually looks super fun, too. It's also, like, $37, which isn't bad. It plays Fangren Marauder, which is really, really good in the Tron decks. I don't know if you knew. Ancient Stirrings is a draw engine. Crop Rotation is really sweet. Firebolt and Flame Slash for the aggro matchup. Alright, so this is a pretty easy second Nettle Drone, I think. Like, Stone Fury is fine, but we really want Nettle Drones in this deck. I'm okay taking another Carrier Thrall here. I'm not really super impressed by Processor Assault. Colostria Healer doesn't fit in our deck. Don't want to play Bone Splinters. And if I did, I want Carrier Thralls for it, so... Alright, interesting choice here. There is a Deathless Behemoth, which I'm a little bit wary of taking just because we have infinite, like, high mana spells already. I could see taking the Kozilek Sentinel or the Culling Drone. Any opinions would be welcome. I'm leaning towards the Kozilek Sentinel. I could also just take the Deathless Behemoth. We need to live to 6+ mana. That's fair. Deathless Behemoth is super good, though. Like, I'd play it over Colostria Nightwatch in a heartbeat. What this deck really needs is a Vile Aggregate. We really shouldn't be passing this card. Sentinel's way... Alright, so here... I'm just gonna pick up a Culling Drone, I suppose. Like, this deck isn't really an aggro deck, though. It really isn't. I'm picking up Swarm Surge here. Also, this card is a trap. Don't do it. It may look like Pro Tour champion, but it's not that good. Pretty easily taking Mindraker there. Yeah, it is Raynell Deadcliff, but we have 2 Grip of Desolations plus a Bane of Balaged and a Rune Processor or a second Bane of Balaged. What? That's how it's spelled. Anyway, maybe I should put together this derpy Urza's Power Plant Tron deck. God. I want it so bad. Slab Hammer is actually super great in the aggro decks. Yeah, that's fair. We probably don't need this Voracious Null anymore. Probably don't need Belligerent Whiptail. Probably don't need, what, Boiling Earth, probably? Maybe not. Maybe not Slab Hammer, but I really like Slab Hammer. Slab Hammer, yeah. I am from the Midwest. I'm from Minnesota. Rising Miasma seems really good. Definitely playing it over the Myers Malice. Hold on. When your deck has 2 Grips of Desolation and your endgame is Rolling Thunder, it's not an aggro deck. Just so you guys know. Oh, there's my phone. Eric, are you ready for D&D this weekend? Oh, I need to install the app. We may have to reschedule. What? And but it will then keep on the sideboard. So one of my friends pointed out to me today that Owen Turnwald, who is also a vocal opponent of playing green in this format, got beaten by a green-white deck in the finals of GP Atlanta, which is pretty sweet. First of all, because I didn't actually know that that's what he was beaten by, and second of all, green is sweet. I love playing green. Mostly because it allows you to splash for everything. Oh, two good options here. I think we want Bone Splinters because we do have a couple of like just really useless creatures that we can sacrifice later in the game. Nice username. Well, the thing is, if you play green, then you can play blue, and you can play red, and you can play white, and you can play black, and you can play colorless spells. You can play all of this shit. And, Sludge Belcher equals useless? What? What? Oh, does not equal useless. Yeah, no. Sludge Crawler is not the useless one. I'm talking about, like, Carrier Thrall and Culling Drone. Yeah, their setting's really sweet. I created a character who is, I don't know if you're familiar with the lore of Magic, but similar, not dissimilar, to Jessica, Warrior Adept. Art by good old Randy Post. I should have probably been green. Like, look at it. Well, no. I have some reasonable red. Like, not a lot of red, but plenty. I could be playing, like, Rot Shambler and Catacomb Sifter, though. And, like, infinite Call to Science. I say we just, like, make it a 60-card deck. So I think in this deck we want to cut Swarm Surge for sure. Probably Slab Hammer. And then we need to cut one more card. It's an uncommon. Nice try though, Waffle. We can take a look at the Common Aristocrats cards. The problem with playing Common Aristocrats is that most of the cards that are really efficient at making tokens or are really good at sacrificing things are uncommons. So yeah, Calling Drone is definitely the worst of our 2-drops. Yeah, the Behemoth Wield. Like, what the hell? At worst, you're getting a 6/6 for 6. Also, this deck is super top heavy. Yeah, I think Calling Drone is the cut over Mindraker. Like, it can't be one of these Carrier Thralls. I think it's just a Calling Drone, and then we can play, like, these cards plus some lands, and this is so weird. I'll bet you our deck has more commons than uncommons. Or uncommons than commons. Watch. Oh, they're tied. That's ridiculous. I don't think 19 land is entirely necessary because then we'd get in the range of like cutting Rune Processor. We have a Grave Birthing which cycles. Carrier Thralls make mana basically. No rares though, yeah. We don't need them. We don't need them. This will be interesting. I'm really, like, this is the reason that I like playing Swiss, because this deck has so much potential. It really does. So I'm going to add some basics. I am pretty content to play 9/8, and yeah. I'm going to submit the deck. I'm going to go make some popcorn, grab a soda. Feel free to take a break, but before you do that, be sure to follow me here on Twitch and on my YouTube channel. That is youtube.com/mtgvalkyrie channel. It's really cool, I promise. Where I post a new video every weekday, or I try to. Recently, the GPs that I've been going to have been throwing off my schedule, but yeah, subscribe to my channel, and yeah, even when I don't post consistently, I post pretty frequently. No need to subscribe to yourself, according to YouTube, but yeah, I currently have 55 daily draft videos up, and I've got one coming up tomorrow. Also follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/mtgvalkyrie. In order to see what I'm up to, and I'll post links to streams and videos and pictures. I have an entertaining picture of Friend Matthias Hunt and I playing Commander in a train station. It's pretty great. That's pretty crazy. Yeah, so I'll be right back. I should probably change the background so you guys don't have to just look into my bathroom the whole time. Nope, that's not what I want. Hey, there it is. I'll be right back, guys. No, it's definitely me. It was my fault. I was saying I still use Gatherer, even though Tolarian Community College says, use magiccards.info. I just ate the sticker. This doesn't seem to be the most efficient of aristocrat stacks, especially since Thermopod costs like infinite mana. Mog War Marshal is definitely something worth playing though. Thatcher Revolt is pretty efficient. Unearth plays well with Mog War Marshal. Carrion Feeder is pretty sweet. Problem with this deck is it's really hard to get into damage. Flashback Marauder, I believe, has always been an uncommon rather. Loyal Cathar comes back when it dies. Silent Chant Zubera. You can play a Zubera deck. Well, duh. Yes, I would like to be on play. I will in fact keep this hand. So this popcorn, it's Skinny Girl popcorn. It's cheaper than regular popcorn. It's supposedly better for you. It's also like saltier and butterier than regular, like 97% fat-free popcorn. We're gonna bluff the outnumber here. Ooh, Rising Miasma. That's pretty good. Drawing a Forerunner would be pretty sweet here. I also have stacks of magic cards. I really need to join, like, Puka Trade. That does not actually have popcorn in it. Because I have infinite just garbage that I'm sure somebody would really like. Getting in for damages. I'm gonna be a professional judge. Also, I already am a grown-up. I can drink and everything. Oh man, Ruin Processor. We're gonna be saving this Grave Birthing now. Because we can get some value out of it with Ruin Processor eventually. The quote-unquote problem with being an L3 is that Being an L3 requires more than just judging professionally. You're a professional judge, LOL. Kind of. How so, BML? I'm gonna call you BLM. Blamel. Silent schema. Oh. Hello, friend. I think we're actually going to hold on to this for a little bit. Because I think it would be pretty neat to awaken Rising Miasma. Are you like an arbiter? Hey, land. Slam this thing. And then next turn I'm just going to attack with Cosmic Sentinel and Carrier Thrall. I think lawyering is pretty interesting. Oh, yeah. Jess was, like, sort of in charge of the stuff that I was doing on Friday at Atlanta. He's a nice guy. Like, I didn't quite understand what he was doing, so, like, I tried to hand him something once, and he's like, no, that's not me. It was real awkward. Grip of Desolation. I will take that, and I will probably cast it at some point. I don't trust this incubator drone move. Or be very cheap. My opponent's already at 10. This deck is insane. What do you want to be when you grow up, BLM? Like, the way I know Jess best is he's always tagged in Nicolette's posts on Facebook, so, like, that's about it. Please cast, like, Coastal Discovery. Please. Pretty please. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I think we just pass here. Like, we don't really need to do anything. We're racing quite effectively. Oh yeah. I know that they're together. Like, it's pretty obvious. But just like, that's how I know him. I'm pretty happy to just, like, Cast Grave Birthing end of turn. Keep attacking with Deathless Behemoth. My opponent has to play something soon, right? Okay, that's a thing. Also, this card is insane. Like, I don't know how people pass it. Drew the second grip, okay. I think we just play this guy. Yeah, it really shouldn't table, especially with only like 3 or 4 cards in the pack, whatever it was. Opponent is still attacking with Silent Skimmer. Kind of interesting to me. Play something I can kill. That works. I think I just cast Rising Miasma kicked. Well, let's see. Maybe I should just attack first? I think that's what I'm gonna do. My opponent has to at least block the Rune Processor. Wait, what am I doing? I can just kill them. Yeah, I'm working on getting the app installed on my phone. Also, I love it when people just tap out to where only their Blighted Fen is untapped. No, see, the thing is, like, since I had the Rolling Thunder in my hand, I could hold up grip and then play Rolling Thunder if they attacked or if they blocked incorrectly, which they did. Or I could have the grip blowout, so I wasn't really interested in it, playing Rising Miasma. I'll resubmit. Still had all these. This is a mulligan. Pretty easily. Right? This hand is exactly the same, except for it has a carrier throw on top of its library. Which is a little annoying, but not the end of the world. Especially on the draw. Had it! I probably should have played carrier throw there, because it would have attacked for the same amount on turn 3, and Kozilek Sentinel wouldn't tap the Nettle Drone. I'm not gonna trade 2 damage for 3 damage there. Not when I can cast Carrier Thrall next turn. That's fine. So the beauty is my opponent can't really attack right now. They just can't. My brother brought home some intro decks from like Lorwyn. And I wanted to play, so. Actually, no. He wanted somebody to play with. I wanted money. Taking my Dominator drones. What a jerk. Grip of Desolation. That'll be good when I draw another land. I love this, like... Oh. Yeah, I'm definitely blocking. Just so you know. This hand has the late game. That's for shizzle. Mindraker for 0 value. Rising Miasma doesn't actually kill a lot of his guys yet, so I'm just gonna pass. Hold up Sludge Crawler activations. I think only Kozilek's gonna be in the next one. If my opponent is just playing Drago, I win this game for sure. So here I think I hold up Grip of Desolation. That's how you say that card. I just need to remember to tap Nettle Drone. I like this game. It's fun for me. Not do anything until you do anything. Sure. Gruesome Slaughter is gonna resolve. Sure. Yeah, Fisha, I haven't been streaming that much. If my opponent doesn't want me to deal them extra damage with Nettle Drone, they have to, like, kill it again, which is pretty sweet. Because Ruination Guide dies to Rising Miasma, which is right now the plan. Oh man, we lost our other Nettle Drone. As much as I want to get, like, super greedy, I could, in theory, kill, like, this and this, or this and this, and take too much next turn. Yeah, we're just gonna cast this without Awaken. And then, play the Deathless Behemoth. Yeah. My opponent has 2 cards in hand. Yeah, if the opponent has, like, a Swarm Surge, then we're kind of screwed anyway. I will take 3. My opponent can't ingest, which is nice. I'm guessing they have some kind of, like, counterspell, though? Like, that has to be it, right? Discard Breaker of Armies for it? Yeah. Nullifier. That's fine. I can, like, grip the Mindraker or something. Well, this sucks. I'm just dead. It was really bad that my Deathless Behemoth got countered. So, opponent has Gruesome Slaughter. No, Rolling Thunder kills 1 guy. We had 5 mana total to cast Rolling Thunder with, and all of their creatures had 3 toughness. So. No. I had 6 in play and I drew a land. So that wouldn't have done it. I think we're going to be a little bit more liberal with our Grip of Desolations now that we know that our opponent has a lot of, like, really high power or high mana plays. Keep. Speaking of. Well, I snap kept 5 land Grip of Desolation. Drawing another land was not ideal. Nor was that. Yeah, no more lands, please. Ruination Guide. I'm for sure blocking the Ruination Guide if they attack with it. Fun fact, blue and black do not have any power and toughness pumping effects in this format at instant speed. Complete or disregard, that's fine. Still blocked your guy. Yeah, I could have, but I was planning on blocking the Ruination Guide. Like, that's the thing. Like, whereas this one, I'm definitely just giving it haste pre-combat, because I want to get in first 6. Yeah, yeah, Royal Mage's trick is terrible. Like, that's not what I'm talking about. I'll take it. Please tap out. Merc Strider's funny because it doesn't actually do anything here. Again, Merc Strider, mildly terrible. Like, my opponent, I think they're just dead? Let's see. I cast Nettle Drone for 3. Play Foreigner of Slaughter. Yeah, in response to the trigger, I give it haste. Oh, never mind. But, like, you have to block. Excuse me. I can't. No, first of all, if I turn the Strider, I just win. Right? And I think I win the match that way? I can't remember. But I couldn't have turned it last turn because dealing 3 wouldn't have done it because it wouldn't have gotten pumped by the Ruination Guide. Yeah. Also, like, I don't worry about showing them more cards in game 3. Yeah. So it wouldn't have worked. Yeah, I think it was just better to get in for, like, 1 billion damage there. Anyway, so that was round 1. I have to pee really bad because I just consumed, like, 32 ounces of soda. So, I'm gonna do that. In the meantime, don't forget to follow me here on Twitch, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and follow me on Twitter, because, you know, gotta get that mad social media presence going. I'll see you in a second. Yeah, I saw that, or heard that. I gave Marshall a pack at GPC TAC, and he's like, yeah, she has a YouTube channel. So, like, that was pretty cool. I like Marshall. He's pretty nice. He's very charismatic. Very tall. Anyway, that's not food. Thanks for tuning in. This is my stream. Let's see. We're gonna build some pauper decks, I think. Just innovate, innovate. I've got the theme song for Top Level Podcast stuck in my head. Thoughts on the new EHX? I think they're fine. Like, I like the Marin, but she went into my Damia deck as opposed to, like, doing anything productive. So, I just posted on Twitter that we're talking about Pauper, so we should probably do that. What do I have for Pauper stuff? Not a lot. You really like the green-black deck? Yeah, that deck's sweet. Like, one of the problems that I have with Commander is that the power level is so high, and, like, people keep playing the same decks, and, like, the people who I play Commander with are not fun to play with for me. So it's kind of just like, why bother? Num 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 num. So I could build black again. Like, I liked that deck. Mystical Teaching seems sweet too. False Summoning. Counter target creature spell. It plays 2 Radiant Fountains, a Seed of the Synod. What is this? Why does it play so many one-ofs? I don't... Hi, El Saldana 92. Welcome. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Oh, did I win? I wouldn't call that winning. And also, oh, check out my Loro deck. I want to write an article about it because I think that my method for, like, improving this precon deck is pretty, like, it's pretty easy to follow and pretty fun to do. Like, I added Brago and Coercive Portal and stuff like that. Also, like, getting to St. Louis Park is so difficult. I don't feel like investing in Delver right now. Delver costs like 60 tickets, and 56 of that is Hydroblasts and Snaps. So, not really interested in that. I might do this, though. This deck seems sweet. It plays Maul Splicer. Like, what even is that? Also, Jason Chan is secretly one of my favorite Magic artists. Like, look at this Maul Splicer art. Isn't she hot? Like, that's ridiculous. Cats or dogs? Dogs. Duh. It's not necessarily a primer on it. It's just, like, things that I do when I'm trying to, like, when I first get a commander deck. Like, take out all of the cards that have just functional upgrades, such as taking out Greed and putting in Erebos. Oh, I'm sure it is. Like, this card's pretty ridiculous. The joke is, I had a Splicer deck back in the day, and people used to make fun of me for it. Match has started. Snap keep this. Attacking for 6 on turn 3, anyone? Play the Quirk Slum deck. That's not Pauper. Quirk Slum is a rare. It's also legendary. No horribly awry, please. So that pause was either horribly awry or shit. And we have the turn against too. This is ridiculous. I think we attack here. Cast enchantments said too. Yeah, I think that, like, editing precons is super interesting. Not editing necessarily, but you know what I mean. Like, updating. Take 8, friend! Oh god. Please play like a 5 power guy. Clutch of Currents, sure. See, Clutch of Currents is super ineffective against Forerunner of Slaughter. I hope my opponent realizes this. Like, what even are you trying to accomplish? Felidar Sovereign, perfect! I will take this. Yoink. I once exerted influence on my opponent's Felidar Sovereign in my blue-white deck because I drew my 2, like, other colored lands. It was pretty great. They wanted a 5-mana 3/3 that enters the battlefield tapped. Apparently. I feel like Myra's Malice is better than Rising Miasma in this matchup. So I'm gonna switch those two. That's what she said, Dry Red. Sure, I'll keep. My opponent's deck is slow enough. Oh, we're on the play? What? Had it. Okay, we're gonna start running into trouble if we don't start drawing lands soon, though. Huh, opponent blocked. Interesting. Another one. Well, this is awkward. I'm still attacking. Why the heck not? There's really, like, no point in Myra's Mousing. My opponent has 6 cards in hand. Windrider Patrol is probably going to get Bone Splinters. Oh, hey, look. I want to draw a land, and I kind of want my opponent to cast like Coastal Discovery here. Oh, Sheer Drop. That works too. I want to draw a land. Please let me draw a land. Land. Got there! Get out of here. Assholes. Oh, motherfucker. I just can't. Alright, sweet. This is great. This is fucking delightful, by the way. Yeah, we're just gonna fucking concede. I I clicked it! You guys saw. I clicked it. I did. I fucking clicked it. I mean, at least we're on the play this turn, which is pretty sweet. We're guaranteed to be on the play again. I'd like to play first. I'd like to keep this hand. I'd like to play Carrier Thrall and Nettle Drone. Okay, thanks. Ooh. Drew the land. Had it the entire goddamn time. Yeah, that sucked. Whatever. It's okay, our opponent played a defender into our Nettle Drone. It's because I normally don't say things like that. I'm a pretty reserved person. Just kidding. I have a Stone Fury and a Bone Splinters in my hand, which is pretty sweet. They saw the block. I could have attacked with both creatures there. I don't think it's actually necessary, though. Also, this protects me from Gideon's Reproach, which is definitely a worry against the blue-white deck, who is currently mana screwed, so screw you, dude. Royal Spout. Sure. The funny thing is it pumps Kozilek Sentinel, which does more damage next turn than, like, just casting Nettle Drone would've, or just tapping Nettle Drone would've. Yeah, it does also protect from Sheer Drop. It's Sheer Drop insurance. You're completely right, MT. Royal Spout again! Alright, cool. Well, my opponent has 7 cards in hand, so I don't blame them for, like, trying to get rid of some cards in hand. Thanks for watching, Waffle. I hope your car gets better. Have a good night. It's a Gideon. Didn't quite expect that one. Ooh, you know what I can do now? So I can tap this for damage. No. Turn against this guy. No thanks, manners. Bone Splinters kill this thing. Okay, no sheer drop. That's all we need. Alright, Shadow Glider. We can beat a Shadow Glider. Quite easily. In fact. Cheers. We can't just win this turn, though. So we're just gonna attack with Carrier Thrall and Kozilek Sentinel. I do videos. Gideon's Reproach? Sure. That's fine. Play a Felidar Sovereign. Right? I have 6 lands? Yup! Well, Mana Screw gets me again. That sounds like salt, friend. Punch in the face. I misclicked and destroyed exiled one of my own lands and not your creature. So you cannot tell me that Mana Screw gets you again, because I was screwed by Moto, which is worse because it's not variance based, it's technology based. Anyway. Though you did have to draw perfectly as well. Yeah, okay, bitch please. Drawing perfectly is top decking Touch of the Void when your opponent's at 3, and that's the only way you can win. Like, I had that Stone Fury in my hand. Like, you shouldn't really expect to cast a 6-drop on turn 6, because if you did, you would have had to start with some number of lands and then draw, like, some number of lands over the course of the game. I listen to Limited Resources a lot. I don't know if that's something that you guys noticed about me, but, like, they do talk about this where, like, past 5, you couldn't... Can't help but draw perfectly when you have a... So, like, yeah, just the chance of you hitting your 6-drop on turn 6 is actually lower than what you might think. So, calling not hitting your 6-drop on turn 6 Mana Screw is not something that you should be doing. Anyway, GG's. Turn to details. Got 13 seconds left. Had fun. Thanks for watching, by the way. I forgot how much fun this was. Playing against NLH. GLHF. Felidar Sovereign actually turned out to be a huge crap a lot of the time in any format outside of Sealed or when you were already playing a deck. This hand is pretty bad. Like, our only play before turn 6 is a 2-for-1. So we're gonna mulligan. This hand is much better. That will go on top of our library. Alright, no Lava Step Raider. That's good for us. McKindy Slide Runner. I'd say we attack into that. Yeah, that's right, no blocks. What do we ingest? A mountain? Hope you weren't expecting to draw another mountain soon. So if our opponent plays frickin' Tidru Stalwart, we're just kind of like, oh, okay. Nettle Drone. Alright, well I will attack 100% into that Nettle Drone. That seems pretty sweet in our dark side. Oh man, they're blocking the Sludge Crawler. That's perfect. I traded my 1-drop for their Nettle Drone. This is amazing. Oh man, my Kidney Slide Runner is gonna get some beats in. It's okay though, I have a 6 mana 6/6 in my hand. Like, I don't quite understand the block there, but maybe if they have stuff to do and they don't have any colorless creatures and it's just like a whatever it is, the Goblin Fire Slinger, then I can see it, but I think we attack here. Wow, no blocks either. Dominate ya! Trigger. I think Dominator Drone blocks my Kidney Slide Runner. It's a pretty easy block to make. Yeah. We have a 6 mana 6/6 coming. They're scared of processors? That could be it. I'm okay trading the Dominator Drone for the Oran Reef Invoker too. That was actually pretty fine for me. Like, as much as I can trade off before I get this Deathless Behemoth out, it's pretty good. I'll block. I was kind of expecting my opponent to play something like a Territorial Baloth or, I don't know, something. But apparently not. Fortunately for me, anyway. They might have like the Oran Reef Hydra that we opened in pack 3. Smite the Monstrous. Sure. I'll take 2. You take 1. And then how about you take 4. I'm not gonna sack the Eldrazi Scion to kill the Reckless Cohort. I feel like that's not necessary. I mean, I see some allies. Outnumber, sure. Okay, drawing Rolling Thunder would be sweet here. Kozilek Sentinel works. I think we just Bone Splinters the Whiptail. Sacrificing this Eldrazi Scion. Hi, Discar, welcome. Like, I can see playing Naya stuff. It happens. Not on purpose. Alright, well. Okay, I need to draw my rune processor, like, ASAP. Two for one against one time. Yep. That's the plan. My opponent could have a pump spell, for example, Tandem Tactics, Lithomancer Focus, one of those things. Unfortunately, we're at 1, and our opponent has 3 cards in hand, and we have 0. So... although our opponent just played a Lifespring Druid, which makes me think they definitely have like an ordinary Hydra in hand. Turn against... yeah, okay. I think we want this Boiling Earth. I mean, actually, Rising Miasma is just better than Boiling Earth. We're just not going to mulligan as hard as we did. Also, it is, we're going to mulligan this. Motherfucker. It's interesting to note our opponent is currently 2-0 with this deck. Oh, good. Well, this is not frustrating at all. Our opponent's probably going to play a 2-drop. Fuck that. Alright. Sweet. It was not a... it was not a creature, which is good. Sure. I think we do Grave Birthing here. Like, it's not great, but we're not going to be able to ambush the Nettle Drone, probably. Like, there's a good chance that we're not. So, Rising Miasma is probably going to be at least a 2-for-1. Yep. I'll block. Basically, I'm playing out creatures for overcommitment value. And if I draw another land, I can cast Rune Processor, so that's pretty good. It is a pretty sexy miasma. But all miasma are pretty sexy, if you ask me. I could block here, but I didn't. Now I'm just gonna miasma. It's kind of unfortunate that we didn't have a swamp for the sludge color, but yeah. I should have done that, you're right. I'm gonna for sure block the belligerent whiptail regardless of whether he plays a land or not. Like, that's just how it goes. Because then I can play Rune Processor next turn. Cancel. Our opponent is pretty far behind us. Oh, you know what? Dry red. I was planning on playing Rune Processor and getting some life back, so I was okay taking the damage. I wanted to get him for 4. That's why. You know, this Evolving Wilds back. Don't need it. So I hope that answers your question. I'll block. My opponent has a combat trick here, which is fine. Like, I have Grip of Desolation in hand. And like, if they're bluffing, I'd rather not take 6. Stone Fury. Okay, you got it. Now we start racing. I think we block the Belligerent Worm with the Sludge Crawler this turn. We make him overconfident. And then we smack him in the face with the Bane of Bell again. Or they turn against it. That's fine. I hope we draw turn against. That would be beautiful. Poetic. Thanks, Fish. I'll block. Land or turn against. Or Rolling Thunder. Sheer drop, sure. Turn against. Or land. Our opponent is deciding whether or not to return a land to their hand. I mean, if I misclick, it's not the end of the world. Just kidding. Like how I'm drawing all these lands. It's pretty nice. I literally just need to draw a Rolling Thunder. I should probably be playing out lands because of Sludge Caller. Alright, well my opponent is using the Lifespring Druid for white mana. Ondu Rising. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. That should have been a Grip of Desolation. Well, that's dumb. That's bullshit. But anyway, look at all these lands I was gonna draw. Oh, fuck me. Thanks for watching. This was a fun stream. Red-Black Devoid Control is probably one of my favorite decks in the format just because there's a lot of play to it, and, yeah. Anyway, subscribe to my YouTube channel for a new draft every weekday, so even when I'm not streaming, you can see my beautiful face. Also, be sure to check out my Twitch channel. Follow that for streams. I don't do them frequently, but when I do, we have fun, right, guys? And follow me on Twitter for updates on when I'm streaming, when I post videos, when I do literally anything. I will tell you about it. Trust me. That was a wink, in case you didn't know. Alright, love you all.